Good afternoon, everybody. Over to you, Rachel. Thank you.
Thank you, Rob. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the first chair yoga of a Monday. Thank you for joining in. If you've looked at what's on the menu for the rest of the week, this is a new session that we're offering because we had a lot of good feedback about the chair yoga. So this is just a shorter version of what we normally do. I'll probably go through things a little gentler. Because we've just got 40 minutes. But as I often say to people, do as much or as little of the practice as you want to. Because it's cooler as well today, I'm sort of working on circulatory issues and things that are going to warm and stimulate not only your heart, but your circulation, and hopefully warm ourselves up because it is so much chillier this week. Complete contrast, of course, to last week when we were all in T-shirts and shorts. Let me just go through a couple of housekeeping things with you. One, have a nice sturdy chair, perhaps a mat underneath the chair. If we can see with the camera, I've got a mat underneath the chair, and this is so that my yoga, the chair doesn't slip. So I've got a couple of non-slip mats there. So just make sure you are safe. Also, in the kitchen cupboard, you might want to grab a couple of cans. And the reason we use cans is for a little bit of resistance work later in the programme. Again, if you've got an injury, like I've got a little bit of a weakness in the wrist, you might not want to use a can, but grab them if you do want to use them for resistance work. But absolutely fine if you'd rather just sort of make two loose wrists and work without that. So again, I'll talk you through that. Okay, yogis, we're going to start by sitting comfortably. And the first thing we'll do is just arrive in the space. We'll do that by taking 5 slow breaths. So this is called taking 5. When we finish, I'll ask you to open the eyes if they're closed, and then we'll start with our feet, okay? So we're going to warm the whole body up. But first of all, just sit back, make sure you're comfortable, close your eyes, and if you can, close the mouth, so that all the energy can stay in the body. Often when we open the mouth, the energy is zapped. It can also affect our bronchial tubes, apparently, when we have our mouth open. So closing the mouth is the most efficient way, according to yogis, to breathe into the body. So our eyes and mouth are going to be gently closed. Take a nice deep breath in, but don't strain your breath. And very gently, when you're ready, just exhaling through your nostrils. And we'll take 4 more slow breaths. Inhaling slowly through the nostrils. And exhaling fully through the nostrils. Breathing in again when you're ready. And breathing out fully. And now take 2 more deep breaths, very much in your own time, at your pace. 2 more. 2 more deep breaths. Good. And 1 more full breath in. And as you exhale, yogis, if your eyes were still closed, just gently open them back into the room now. Now I call that taking 5. And it's just 5 slow breaths, 5 or 6 slow breaths in your own time, just as a way of bringing your awareness back to your breath before we start. If we can breathe efficiently, we'll get so much more from the practice. Okay, yogis. So I'm coming forwards on my seat. Can you see my feet? Hopefully you can. You can move the camera down. We're going to start by warming up the feet, okay? So feet are hip width apart. Keeping the camera on the feet, that's great. Nice and tall. And all we're going to do is scrunch up the toes and flick them away. Scrunching up the toes as we inhale and flicking away. Now we're going to do that 6 more times, 8 times in total. Using the breath, okay? So as we inhale, we scrunch up toes. We exhale, we flick away. Let's do 2 or 3 more slowly. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhaling, exhaling. Once more if you can. So this is circulatory work, warming and improving the circulation. Good. Now let's just lift the feet and start to march on the spot. Now, I have taken my socks off. It doesn't matter if you haven't. But there you can see I'm just warming the feet up a little bit just making a little bit of movement. The hands stay gently on my thighs for now. Just starting to warm up the soles of the feet. Now don't worry if you don't get that warm, but just energizing the lower half of the body. That's it. Just 3 or 4 more slowly. And then stop. Good. Now we're going to raise the right leg and just flex that. Just backwards and forwards gently. And we can add the breath if we want to. Breathing in, breathing out as the toes come down. Inhaling as I bring the toes towards me. Exhale, 4 more. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. 2 more if you can. Now that's again a great way just to warm up the feet and energize all of the joints in the foot. And then place down and switch sides. Try and keep the leg at hip height, yogis, if you can. Inhale down, exhale back. Inhale down this time, exhale back. 4 more slowly. So I'd recommend between 6 and 8 of those every morning, or every afternoon, every evening, as many times as you can, but particularly when it gets cooler and you're finding that your extremities, fingers and toes feel cold. So great for circulation. Once more, inhale, exhale, good. And then feet down. Okay, another way we can help to warm the toes up and the ankles is to raise one foot and just start to untie the knots in the ankle. So we're going to do 6 of those clockwise. Again, notice I'm going quite slowly. Really slow this down. Be aware of opening into the ankle joint. And between 6 and 7 in the opposite direction. And of course, if you've got longer in the mornings, do a few more. Untying the knots in the ankle, but going gently. Great way to improve the circulation. And down we go. And we switch sides. Again, make sure you're sitting tall. 1 foot always firmly anchored down to support the raised leg. Nice wide rotations. That's excellent. Well done. And again, the same amount if you can in the opposite direction. And of course, we may notice one side feels more tight than the other. So just being mindful of those left and right differences as you rotate. And down we go. Now, if this is comfortable, we're going to do a little bit more work in the legs and feet. So let's bring the feet together and just 1 forwards, 1 back. Inhaling, exhaling. Legs remain at hip height. I'm pushing 1 forwards, 1 back gently. Looking ahead. I know you can't see me, but I'm looking ahead. Breathing. That's it. Utilizing breath. Inhale, exhale. Once more on each side. And bring the feet together and let's do some lovely big rotations now. That's great. 5 or 6 if you can. And then 4 or 5 in the opposite direction. So trying to keep the ankles and feet relatively close together, wide circles. Working our knees and our thigh muscles as well. Good. Separate those feet if you can now. And do the wiper blades. Let's stretch. So from side to side I'm stretching as if I were almost had a pair of wiper blades on the feet. If you can open the toes and flex them towards you, activate the toes at the same time. May look a little strange. If it brings on a little bit of cramp, yogis, then do stop. Remember, if any of the exercises feel too strong, if there's any discomfort, then do please stop. Please don't strain. Feet together when you're finished and release the legs down. Great stuff. Okay, we're going to work into the knees now, yogis. So that you can see me, I'll profile myself to the side. You guys stay where you are. I want us to work up the body. We're working into the knee and hip joint now. So if you stay where you are, but so you can see me, I'm going to interlace the fingers underneath the right thigh. I'm going to inhale and draw my knee into the chest whilst looking forwards. As I exhale, I straighten the leg. 6 of those. Breathing in, breathing out. Notice I flex the foot. So if you want to warm up and energize and strengthen the knee joint, this is the one for you. Very safe to do because, again, I'm supported by the chair. Breathing in, I draw the knee in, looking forwards, trying to keep the chest open, relaxing the shoulders. Exhale, notice the leg only as straight as the hip as well, sorry, at the same height. 2 more. And again, if this feels comfortable, I thoroughly recommend it for knee healing and knee strengthening. And then we repeat that on the other side. So again, I draw the knee in, I look forwards, firmly anchoring that right foot down now, breathing in, breathing out to straighten, and 6 to 8 of those if you can. What we're doing here is strengthening the knee joint. It's a vulnerable joint, so go gently, but very, very safe to do in a chair, supported not only for the knee, but also supporting the spine. One more if you can. And release down. Wonderful. So a very safe exercise to do. I'm going to turn back towards you guys now so you can see me. And we'll just work a little bit into the hip joint, okay? So my knees are going to be together, so are my feet. We breathe in, we take the legs wide apart. We exhale, we bring them in. Inhale, sliding the feet so the toes are out. I'm just getting a nice stretch on the inner groin here. Sit back a bit. Exhale and in. Inhale, exhale. Now again, if you've got sore hips, if you've got any issues with the hips, don't take the legs too wide apart. Breathing in, breathing out. We can still sit nice and tall as we do this. Excellent. 3 more if you can. A nice way to open into the groin area. You're actually stretching all the way down to the inner ankle and energizing the hips. This is the last one, yogis. Good. Great stuff. Well, because hopefully you're feeling a little bit warmer now, let's work straight into the upper body. And we'll just do about 5-10 minutes here, and then we'll spend the time on loosening the rest of the body. So arms to shoulder height when you're ready. Make a loose fist by having the thumb inside the palm and the 4 fingers wrapped around. That's what constitutes as a loose fist for us. Arms at shoulder height. I'm going to breathe in, exhale and open the fingers. Inhale, make my loose fist. Exhale and open. And we do 6 more. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And I say this often, but it's worth repeating that if you use a laptop or any sort of device first thing in the morning, just a little investment doing these before you switch the computer on is very good for improving that suppleness and dexterity in the fingers. And last one, inhale, exhale, well done, and release the hands down. Great work. Let's just do a little bit into our wrists. Now, if you've got a little bit of a wrist vulnerability like me, just a little sprain there, go gently. Otherwise, we make 2 loose fists again, and we're rotating inwards. Now, the key here is to not move the arms, but to isolate the movement as best you can, just in the wrist joints. So about 8 of those, maybe even up to 10. As you can see, I'm trying to keep my arms straight, the wrists moving in towards one another, sitting back in the chair, feeling supported by the chair, breathing is relaxed. Now I'm going to rotate both of my wrists outwards, and again for the same amount of times, about 10. And again, a little bit like the knee exercise, this helps to strengthen, open, and energize the wrist joints. Make sure you relax the breath, nice, even normal breathing through the nose, and then release down. We'll quickly, just gently work a little bit into the elbow and shoulder, just a little bit of work, but it doesn't take much to warm these joints, but it is important not to disregard them, and they're so important in the practice. So let's turn the palms uppermost, have the palms flat. Inhale, simply bring the hands to the shoulders. Exhale and open, keeping the arms at shoulder height. Breathing in again, folding inwards, and exhale and open. 6 more. Inhale. Exhale. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale and exhale. So a small movement, but when we think about if we're on the computer a lot or driving, we may have our elbows bent. So they're not opening, they're not energized. Just do 1 more if you can. It's just making us aware of opening this hidden joint, because most of the time it isn't open, it'll be sort of like this. So let's move into the shoulders. Now, a great way to warm up, and again, as long as you're not finding this uncomfortable, because if you do, you can just stop. I always say that any head and neck injuries, any vulnerabilities there, go gently. We bring 1 up as I inhale. Exhale, I swap. Inhale, alternate shrugs, and exhale. Now the key here again is to look forwards and try and not move the rest of the body. This is a warming and circulatory pose. Again, any discomfort, just stop, inhale, exhale. Try not to be too clunky as you do this. It's not a jerky movement, although it may look like it. It's quite soft. Inhaling one up, exhaling alternate shoulder down. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in and breathing out. And what this does, it puts tension deliberately into the shoulder, but then loosens. It's supposed to be very, very good for warming us up. A couple more on each side. Breathing is relaxed. Inhaling as one comes up and exhaling as the other goes down. Go a little bit faster if that's comfortable. If it isn't, then just stop. Couple more. And last one on each side. And release. Well done. Now to just prepare the shoulders. Let's roll them back 4 times slowly. Let's set some nice big circles, because we might be quite tight there, particularly, just coming forwards now, particularly because it's got cooler. We've had a shock last week, haven't we? And now it's gone cooler, so body naturally feels that difference in temperature. Good. And now let's just always work the head and neck. This is well worth doing. There's not many times that we do this little movement from side to side, except maybe if you drive, and not everybody does, or you're cycling and you go and sort of look each way at a junction. Otherwise, you don't stretch the neck very much at all. So this is excellent for tension up here in the shoulders and neck. I'm going to inhale, turn the head to one side. Smoothly, I exhale to the other. Inhale again, gliding to one side. As I exhale, I glide to the other. And we simply keep going. Inhaling to one side, exhaling to the other. Breathing in. Now this speed can be slowed right down, so slow down if you need to. Otherwise, keep going. Inhaling. Exhaling. Once more to each side. Coming back to the center. Great work. And relax here. Good. Well, that's probably enough for the head and neck now. We're going to spend the next 20 minutes on warming up again. Now, what we'll do this time is just do a couple of stretches. So, let's come forwards gently. I want you to take your right foot, and hopefully you can see that I flex the toes towards me. Okay, so the right foot flexing towards me. I've come to sort of the edge of the chair, but making sure my feet, well, one foot, left foot down, and I'm going to carefully just slide my hand down and flexing the toes of the right foot towards me. I'm now entering a hamstring stretch. The important thing is that I've turned the left foot out slightly, definitely still in the chair, and as the toes come towards me, of course, that encourages a deep stretch in the back of the leg. Let's breathe and hold that for 4 breaths, yogis, okay? Again, you can slide the hands a little further up, maybe above the knee or just below the knee. Try not to press into the knee joint. This is, again, an area we don't want to exert too much pressure. The main thing is by flexing the foot, we're enhancing the stretch in the back of the leg. One more full breath. Come up. We'll switch side, yogis. So now you can see I flex the left foot, sliding down. Again, just making sure you're not going too fast, sitting very much in the seat of the chair. Make sure you're not tipping the backs of the chair off. Make sure you feel comfortable and safe. And again, by flexing the toes, you're getting and receiving, hopefully, that deep stretch in the back of the legs. Good. 2 more deep breaths there, yogis. That is brilliant. Inhale, exhale, come up. Okay, we're going to change the camera now, and we're going to work with one can. So you can see me now. Good work, okay. So all we're going to do is I'm going to work my left leg and my right hand. So if you want to, either make a loose fist or having your can in your right hand. And all we're going to do is take the can out to shoulder height and raise the left leg. Breathing in, breathing out, coming in. Inhale, raise alternate arm and leg. and exhale. If you don't want to use the can, you've made a loose fist instead. So you can do this without the can if you don't want to. Let's do this again. Inhale, looking forwards. Exhale. So I'm raising my right arm to shoulder height, the left leg to hip height, flexing the toes towards me to activate the back of the leg. Good. 6 more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Now, because we've warmed and energized all the joints of the body, we can use this repetition to work alternate sides of the body and the upper and the lower half of the body. Just 2 more if you can. Breathing in, breathing out. Last time. Inhale, exhale. Let's switch sides immediately. I'm going to keep that momentum going. So this time I hold on to the opposite side of the chair, raising the right leg and the left arm. Remember, you don't have to be using a can for resistance work if you don't want to. Inhale, make sure the arm's only at shoulder height. Exhale, release and relax. 4 more if you can. Good. Inhale. Exhale, and as you raise that alternate leg, don't forget to flex the toes towards you. Let's do 1 more gently after this. This will be the last one. Excellent work, good. Take a pause. Now we're going to do that again, alternate sides, but this time I'm going to just raise the left leg, raise the right arm, can you see that? And I'm going to pulse. So it doesn't look much, okay? I'm just pulsing the leg and pulsing the arm. Okay, breathing normally. That's it. Just may not seem a lot, but it's right and left communication again. Little pulses, can you see the arms out to the side? Tiny little pulses with the arm, as if I was sort of pulsing an imaginary bouncy ball and just working that leg with little ones as well. Don't forget to breathe, look forwards and release. And what I'm getting you to do is just think about left and right side. So leg out to the side slightly, flex the toes towards you, arm, alternate arm at shoulder height, pulse. Little pulses, just getting used to working across the body. Nice deep breathing, stop if you need to. If you weren't, again, using the weight, remember you just make a loose fist with the left hand. Working the thigh muscles, hopefully feeling this a little bit on the opposite thigh. Looking ahead, sitting very much back in the chair, and of course breathing comfortably. Excellent, great. And we go back to the first side as well. We're still going to work a can, but this time we're grabbing the opposite can. So again, either 2 loose fists now, or the 2 cans for those that want to work. And I come forward, it's going to work again, integrate all of this, easy to do at home, and also integrating upper and lower half of the body. So watch what I'm going to do. I bring the cans into the chest. Inhale, I take them out to the side and now slip the legs out apart as well. Exhale, I come in. Inhale, arms just to shoulder height, legs are wide, and exhale. Sitting back in the chair, feeling comfortable, breathing in, breathing out. Remember, if you haven't got the cans, you'll be making 2 loose fists. Nice and slowly with the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Wonderful. Keep going. Breathing in. Breathing out. Now, if you can, 4 more. Excellent. So we do about 30 seconds. We work up to 45 seconds, yogis. And in some sessions, we work up to a minute. But let's just do 1 more for today. That's brilliant. Okay. Now, I'm going to stay, still doing a bit of can work, but just take a nice deep breath in and out. Remind yourself to breathe. And we're going to march on the spot, but slightly differently today. So, with cans or without, making 2 loose fists again. Separate the feet and start to march, okay? This is just gentle marching. We're going to do this for 1 minute. Wonderful way just to keep your body warm. Not sure if Liz Stevens is watching, she might be. That's it. So I'm timing us today, yogis. I'm going to tell you when 30 seconds are up so that you can stop if you wish to. Always the chance to do half a minute stop or carry on for a full minute if you wish to. Are we nearly there? 30 seconds yet? Almost. 5 seconds to go. And stop if you need to. That's 30 seconds, but carrying on if you wish to. Again, make sure you're comfortable. Breathe, look forwards. In my head.
That's the point.
Come up a little. Are we ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And stop there. Well done, yogis. Put your hands down for a moment. That was an excellent, excellent little exercise there. Now, what about a little bit of punching work? Nobody punching anybody here, but definitely punching our imaginary punch bag in front of us. But just take a nice deep breath in and out. Make sure you're not, again, feeling too hot and bothered, hopefully feeling stretched and energised. So often when we do our chair yoga, we've been punching forwards, but we're going to punch up and out, okay? So we're going to go up and out. And we're going to do this again for either 30 seconds, and then you'll get a chance to stop, or continuing for a minute if that's comfortable. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1. Now start to punch slowly forwards. We're going to do this for about 30 seconds, then we're going to start punching upwards, okay? So I've taken my legs quite wide apart, but I'm still firmly in the chair, and I'm punching my imaginary punch bag ahead of me. And this is great for, again, people that find maybe standing doing this too strong, but working upper body. That's it. Punching, go at your pace. Okay, in a moment we're going to punch upwards. Are we ready? After 3, 2, 1. Start to punch up. Up gently. Again, make sure the movement feels nice and smooth. You're not hurting your back. Looking forwards. Nice deep breathing. 20 seconds to go. And then we're going to punch forwards again for the last 10 seconds, okay? Keep punching if you can. Do stop if you need to. 10 seconds, go forwards again a little bit faster if you wish to. Slow it down if you need to. That's excellent. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Woo, well done. And relax. Excellent work. Take a couple of deep breaths. Yes, notice that you feel warmer and more energised, I hope. And a lovely stretch, a lovely way to integrate the upper body. But of course we don't want to forget the lower half. So let's have a little stretch here. Now, I want you to take the legs as wide apart as you comfortably can, still coming forwards on the chair, but very much sitting on the chair. I'm going to take my right hand to my right knee. I'm going to bend my right elbow. And with my left hand, it comes behind me, round the back of the waist. And I'm going to turn very gently, bending my elbow and looking behind my left shoulder. And then I'm going to sit tall and look further behind that shoulder. Hopefully you can see this exercise. I want to just show everybody that full exercise. Looking somewhere over the left shoulder. Nice deep breath in, and we come back. Now make sure you can see it from the other side. Left hand goes to the outside of the right shoulder, right knee, sorry. Hand comes round the back of the waist, and I bend the elbow a little bit first as I start to look over the right shoulder, then gently I sit up and back, and I'm looking somewhere over that shoulder. Legs are wide, so I've got a nice stretch in the inner groin and the hip area. Feet firmly down and looking somewhere over that right shoulder, but again, sitting tall so my back feels secure and I feel safe and supported by the chair. Another deep breath here, don't over twist, yogis. Inhale when you're ready. Exhale, come back. Good. Now let's stay with the spine. Let's bend the elbows at shoulder height, palms flat. This is a little twist. I've come forwards again, feet slightly apart, and we just start to go from side to side. And this is another way just to take the whole body movement into the spine. There we go. Inhaling to one side, exhaling to the other. Just enjoy smoothly twisting at your own pace from side to side. Keep those elbows at shoulder height. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Smoothly, very much twisting gently from the waist. Toes are out. Bottom firmly pressed into the chair seat. Keep going. Just a few more to each side. Such a nice way to integrate your spine here. Not forgetting the spine. Great work. Once more to each side. Last time. And back to stillness. Good. And release. Great work. Sit back for a moment, yogis. Hopefully you can see the whole of me now. Sitting tall. And we're going to do a couple of side bends. So carefully. That's it. Just take a resting breath. I'm going to take hold of a can again. So one can for those that want to make the work a little harder, or make a loose fist if you don't want to use the can, okay? Now what I'm going to do is take the can in my left hand, the right hand holding onto the side of the chair. I'm going to inhale, raise the can and come over. I'll be very careful to hold that can carefully, gazing ahead. It's a little bit of resistance work. And exhale to release. And we do that 3 times. Inhale, swaying palm tree coming over. Exhale to release. So it's a side stretch, but also working my arm. Inhale, looking forwards, coming sideways. Exhale, once more, up to 4 times. Inhale, coming over. Exhale to release. So just a nice way to not forget about the sides of our body as well, because of course they play an important role. So, holding onto the side of the chair, let's try the other side. A loose fist again if you're not using your can. Inhale up, exhale coming over smoothly, and then release. So 3 more slowly. Breathing in, over we go, we pause for a moment, and we exhale to release. Good. And 2 more. Inhale coming up and over, and we pause, we accept and feel the stretch. And we exhale with control. So obviously makes it a little bit harder with the weight. So again, make sure you're not pulling the sides. Remind your body it's coming sideways and use the breath wisely. Good. And then release down. Well, we've got about 5 or so minutes left, yogis. So let's just integrate again a whole body stretch here. What we're going to do is use both cans if we wish to, or we simply make 2 loose fists again. And what we're going to do, sitting back and taking a nice deep breath in and out. That's it, just take a moment. We're going to inhale and raise both arms and both legs. And you can see that I flex the toes towards me. Exhale, release. So the whole body integrated, and also if you don't want to use those cans, you've made a loose fist. So you may be doing the exercise like that instead. Okay? Inhale again. Toes towards you, arms at shoulder height. Breathe in, breathe out, hold. It's such a lovely, joyous stretch. Exhale, release. Let's keep going. We'll do about 4 more. Inhale, toes towards you. Open the toes. If you're holding onto the cans, take a nice deep breath there. Exhale, release. Good. Let's do 3 more. Inhale. Exhale here, and then take another deep breath in when you're ready, and use the exhalation to release. So we stay there for a few seconds if we can. 2 more. Inhale. Shine, yogis. Let the whole body breathe. Exhale, lovely. And we haven't even come off our chairs today. 1 more. Inhale. Oh, just feel the whole stretch, whole body lengthening. And exhale. Great. I think we should continue. Let's see if we can do a few more. Stop if you need to, though. Inhale again. Toes open. Smiling. Exhale. And we'll do 1 more for good measure, and that'll probably be enough. Breathing in again. Whole body stretching. And exhale. Well done. Place those cans down. Notice if you feel warmer. And let's just roll the shoulders back and roll them forwards. Notice if you feel warmer. Just take a moment, observe any sensations. Good. And we'll finish now just with a couple of nice deep breathing exercises. And again, we're going to incorporate the arms with this one. So yogis, we're going to breathe in and raise both arms up. And very gently exhale over to one side, both arms, palms facing. Inhale, come back to center, and slowly exhale over to the other side, looking forwards. Inhale again, exhale to one side, inhale coming up, And exhale over to the other side. Let's do that just once more, breathing up and over on the exhale. Last time, a nice side bend again. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. And then this time we come all the way up and we exhale. Now, so you can see my hands right at the back here. Feet apart. We're going to finish with just a couple of nice deep breaths. But what we're going to do is inhale and raise the arms up. As we exhale, we fold forwards, yogis, all the way down, and we let ourselves hang there. When we're ready, we're going to slide up and relax. And we do that 3 times. So it's a nice forward bend. Inhale, raise the arms on the inhalation. Exhale, start to fold all the way slowly down if you can. Let yourself hang for a moment. When you're ready to inhale, come up slowly through the spine and exhale here. And once more, if that's comfortable. Inhale, gather your energies, fill the lungs to capacity. Exhale, we fold down slowly, all the way down. And we allow ourselves a moment to hang. Take an extra deep breath in and out if that's comfortable here. Then slowly inhaling as we rise up slowly and exhale. Great work, yogis. Once more, inhale. But this time, as you exhale, just simply bring the arms back down to the sides. And once more, inhaling. Great for the lung capacity. And exhale. And the last time, inhale. And exhale. Wonderful work. Well, it's time to finish already, yogis. So let's just take a nice deep breath in last time and bring the hands to the heart center. Just a moment to wish yourselves and your bodies well. Lovely to see you. Thank you for joining me for this 40-minute armchair practice. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy it, then we have chair yoga again tomorrow at 11:30, which is for an hour. But until then, take care, stay well. Om Shanti Peace. Bye for now.